Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we will be coloring from Slavic Beauties. The title of the picture is called the Archeress. This is number 39 in the book. This is a grayscale pick. It's one of the few grayscale picks in this book. So right now I am actually going to be announcing I'm streaming in my groups. So I had a little bit of a trouble setting up today, and then my mother wanted to have lunch, so then I had to get her lunch. So everything has been a little bit different since my mother's injury. I am posting to the groups that I'm live. Hello to the one person in chat. Just set into live chat. So there will be some rules. So I'm going to establish some ground rules before we start coloring. Number one, no talk of religion or politics in the stream. We're here to enjoy the conversation, and I think we will have a much more pleasant time if there's no talk about religions or politics. Number two, no harassment, no being mean to one another. Let's enjoy each other's company and have a good time. So, hello to the 3 people in the stream. Today we're coloring from Slavic Beauties by Krystna Nowak. And we're doing this in pencil, not marker. So today we will be coloring with my Lyra Rembrandts. We have some really nice colors in here. So hold on, guys. Let me just go to chat and say hello to everybody. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody's doing well. Guys, say hello if you're in the room because I cannot see you. I don't know what's going on that I can't see the stream, the live feed. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, Shannon, Chop, and Hayes. How are you? So this color is called Cinnamon, and this is a Lyra Rembrandt. We're coloring with pencils and with grayscale. Now, the reason why I'm using this is because I want to show people that you can color with grayscale, even in pencils. So depending on the book. I'm good too. I just only see you. I don't know why I'm not seeing everybody else in chat. There's 11 people in here. Hi, Debbie. They're coming. That's good. I'm using my Rembrandts right now, Debbie. These are a harder pencil. But they work well. And these feel more like an oil-based pencil than they do a wax pencil. You can use pencil when doing grayscale as well. Only thing when you're using pencil with grayscale, you gotta be a little bit lighter with them if you want to layer with grayscale. And I found out, guys, that you can order open stuff with the Tombow irritant pencils um, from Dick Blick, so I'm really happy. So when I run out of a pencil, I know I can order them from dickblick.com. That was like today. I was like, I haven't used my Rembrandts in a while, so let's use them. They don't sell these in the store, Dick Blick, but you can get them on their website. I love Dick Blick's. When you're ordering art supplies, one of the best places to go to is dickblick.com. They have a really good, exceptional service. And sometimes if they don't have an item in stock, they'll tell you when they have. Yes, these are Lyra Rembrandts. And I have the full set of 72. I don't have they don't make them bigger. I wish they would have made a bigger set because I think they're really pretty pencils. The skin we're going to go into Prismas, but just because I know my Prisma's a little bit better. Yes, they're Lyras. They're really nice pencils. And this picture is from a book called Slavic Beauties. Now, I bought this from Etsy. I actually did not buy it in the first round of sale, but I found a seller on Etsy who had this book. And so when I saw that this book was available on Etsy, I purchased it. And let me tell you, this book is beautiful. Oh, working and lurking. And you can layer. They don't tell you this, but you can layer on grayscale. So you can work and layer with these pencils. They just don't let you know that you can work and layer with these pencils. Now we're going to work with the Prisma. And this color is pumpkin orange. So we're working with a couple of different pencils because different pencils work differently together. And Lyras work so well with everything. I've tried them with my Prismas. I've tried them with my Pablos. I've tried them with my Prismas. So keep that in mind. This is pumpkin orange. This is like one of my favorite colors in the Prismas. Now you see probably why I Hello, Shara. How are you? Well, $38 was a really good deal for those. Shara, I got them when they were like $60, my lyre. So and that was before they became popular. So these are Krystnas I'm using right now. It's her second layer. I know a lot of you see me use marker with my grayscale, but because this isn't a hardcover book, I don't want to damage the back page of this book, so we're using pencils today. Like the last few pages are all grayscale in this book, so I figured let's get this book out to use. It has beautiful girls in it. Prismas are nice to use if you know how to hold them. Once you learn how to hold them, you can do a whole lot of things with them. See, when I look at the picture on the computer, it looks so different than it looks here. Lyras are good, but here's the thing about the Lyras. I find using their skin tones really hard to use. So the thing about Prismas is they're nice. Polys are nice too. But every pencil is going to work differently for people. There's not going to be one universal set that people like. Some people have raved about the Castle Arts. I haven't tried the Castle Arts enough to know how they work. I think I've done one picture with them, but I've used them with other pencils. So, and they're a nice, friendly budget pencil. I think Sammy did a thing where she was doing how to make budget friendly pencils work like expensive pencils, and that's one of my favorite videos that she's ever done. The Lyra is a very good pencil to get, guys, if you want them. But right now we're using the Prisma as the bait as the second layer. But I used for my first layer a Lyra pencils to do the hair. This is Slavic Beauties by Nowak. You can purchase it on Etsy. Try and look on Etsy for it because the seller that I bought it from is sold out. But I think there are other copies on either 70 East Books or Cool Craft Book on Etsy. So this basically has beautiful women. It's by a Polish illustrator. The author said that she would have more copies eventually, but the first one of these books was so limited that the book sold out, and they didn't offer them to Americans. So Americans had to wait for people who had third-party sellers wanting this. So this is not an easy book to get. You have to go to Etsy to purchase the book. So this is Slavic Beauties. And this is not a tutorial video, guys. This is just the way that I color grayscale. Oh, and Krystna Nowak has an Etsy store herself. So you guys want to go there. She has a lot of images for sale. Like she also happens to sell some of her grayscale works online, like a lot of other artists do. Like Selena Finette sells some of her pictures online. To see if I got the pictures all there. See if I got all the hair. And remember, guys, if something ever comes too dark for you, or you don't like something that you did after 2 layers, you can always go back in and lighten it with a white pencil if that's what drives your boat. Let me do her eyebrows. So hey May, we're coloring from Slavic Beauties. This is the Archeress. The name of the picture is Lucena Zaka. It translates to the Archeress. Um, we just did the hair in Lyras for the base and then Prismas for the finishing up. And this is Hooker's Green. This is the Lyra Hooker's Green. Yeah, I was like in the mood to do it today. Then we have white. You've done amazing pictures, May, in this book. I've seen some of your work. Now this is a Lyra. Yes, I did. Thank you, May. But there's a funny thing that happened with that picture, actually. After I put the glitter on the heart, when I went back to open it, the glitter actually translated to the rest of the page. I put white there. Yeah. One thing I will warn you is there's not a whole lot of pinks in the Lyras, guys. So, yeah, that is a happy accident. It actually happened. So this is pink Madder Lake. And today we're using my Lyras and my Prismas. I'm using my Lyras because I don't use them too often, May. I'm just coloring in the parts with this shadows. And Prismas. A lot of people know the Prisma, so they won't have a problem following along with the pieces that are Prisma. Now you could do this with any pencil, guys. It doesn't matter which pencil it is. So just do lots of greens. Yeah, I've been using a lot of greens lately in my work. So, guys, we're going to go to our Prismas. I'm going to go to my Prismas. Hi, Alexandra. You know, May, it's kind of funny because I got when I first bought my Lyra, my luminance pencils. That's what I did. But then I got the Pablos, and I will say one thing that I like the Pablos a lot better than I like the luminance pencils, and that's nothing against the pencils. I just feel for me that the Pablos are better. Value for me. I like the way that the Pablos lay down more so than the. Well, I think also, you know what happens a lot of times to the people who say they don't like using Prismas is that they don't understand that they're a softer leaded pencil. And when you have softer leaded pencils, they break if you put too much pressure on them. So that's why when you use your Prismas, it's better to be light-handed with your Prismas. Not that not everything is for you. Like I tried the pan pastels, mate, and they were not for me. Does that mean they're bad pencil? No, it just means that the pan pastels are not a medium that they don't how to put this nicely without offending anybody. They just do not work for me. And this is Deco Pink. And the grayscale comes in all different forms, guys. If you go on Etsy, you'll find a ton of people doing grayscale stuff, like Dawn Davidson, Noel Schumacher. Exactly, mate. And then And then there's we have the budget-friendly pencils like Castle Art, Arteza, Schrift Farben, deli-colored pencils, Tombow irritant pencils, which are not budget-friendly, but they're not the same. Exactly. Everybody's going to do something a little bit different with their thing. Now, this is a color you don't see me use too often, and this is Nectar. Fed the minions. Are those your children? No, I like when they have both numbers and things. Like my pieces on pencils, they don't have numbers or names on them. That drives me crazy that they don't have names and numbers on them. Guys, hello, Sandy. We're coloring from Slavic Beauties today, the Archeress. This is a grayscale image in the book. Thank you. That was done with and Prisma on top. So it was two different colors from today. Modernist house here. Everybody say hello to Deb. So now we're using some in pink. I think so, you know. Everybody's going to do something different. Because I have lots of different sets. I play with my sets differently. I just happen to like using my Prismas more so than any other medium. Yes, hello, Deb. Well, you know, different. That's true too, because the paper you use depending on what you like to use. I know what I want to use, but I need my Pablo. I'm sorry, guys. I need my Pablo. There's a color in here. Ah, yes. This is a Pablo. This is apricot. Bye, Deb. I ate before I came, so on because my mother hurt her foot. Actually, it's actually a really bad thing happened to my mother, guys. She likes to go to the cemetery, Greenwood in Brooklyn. Now, some of you know we live in Manhattan, so she takes the train down there. So last weekend she was going there, and somehow she managed to sprain her foot. So what happened was she has not been able to walk on it for a few days. So, but we did go to urgent care on Sunday. So she came home, and I immediately put ice on her foot. So she's been homebound. She's doing better, May. They gave her a little thing to put on in urgent care. They managed to put her thing on. The urgent care is not that far away from us, but because she couldn't do that, we had to take a cab there. You know, it's very hard to do that. So she's doing better now, May, but she's probably not going to go to do that. So she's been so as you can see, guys, I use lots of different things for when I do my skin. I do a lot of different things with my skin. As you can see, I put all my pencils. She can, she can't, she hasn't tried yet to walk on it, but she's been doing what the doctors have been telling her to do, which is try to stay off it as much as possible. I think the first few days she was on the painkillers, and then she stopped. How are you doing now with the foot? See how much different it looks when the skin is done. I have to start writing down my combos for skin. I do too, May. And one of my skin combos are done on the fly because that's how I learned how to do it. But I actually watched a few people who sadly are not making videos anymore. Hi, Just Lisa. Sadly, me. It's funny because it looks very different on camera than it does in person. See, but grayscale helps you with the shadowing. And I got an e-copy of Mardel's new book, High Gagawa, in PDF form, so I might print that out, but if I print that out, I'm going to need more. I'm gonna have to probably purchase more ink to print that out. Thank you. I really like how this skin has come out. I think it's one of my better skin tones that I've done, but I've done that with a couple of brands. I did that with, I don't think I used the liner at all in that, but thank you. But this is the beautiful thing about a grayscale picture. A lot of the work is done for you, so keep that in mind. I know, I have to write this combo down. When I go back May, I'm going to have to write the combo down. I need to start keeping a binder of things like Sandy has a binder of stuff that she has stuff written down for the combo. And what's funny is I used one darker tone in the skin, and normally I don't use nectar in the. And Prismas and some Pablos. So we've done a couple of different brands today. So neck to add some pink to it makes it look warmer. It did make it look warmer, you know. Maybe I'll make this red and then I'll make that pink. It did make the color look warmer, May. You know, and I was telling somebody too, that sometimes what we pick as colors is sometimes happy accidents. And with grayscale, it's a natural light and dark combo. You know, for me, nectar is always used in darker skin tones. I see that a lot in people who use darker skin tones. I usually go with lighter skin tones, but sometimes using darker colors is good. I even have my Black Widows on the bed, May. So I picked this picture because I wanted to do something with pencils in grayscale, and I wanted people to say that, oh, you can only do grayscale with with um with markers. That's not true because you can use them with grayscale if you're light enough. Absolutely, May. And with me, I try to use a little bit of everything I have, May. Like some weeks I just use my Prismas and Pablos, and then some weeks I'll go and do something different. Hi, Kim. Oh, that's nice. Is Papa your husband, Kim? Mm-hmm. He must like that. The only thing that I don't like about the Lyras is that they don't have enough pinks for me. Now, these I don't use very often. Well, I do use them on the stream a lot. These come from the 12 set of Holbein, so these are the pastel colors. So this is the pink in the pastel set. So then we have to do these trees, and then we'll do the background. Yes, they do. Then I have to do the bow too. These are just very naturally pigmented, the polychrome, the whole lines. Yeah, I guess she does. Oh, guys, I can now announce it that I am getting a new niece in October. Yes, my brother and his wife will be expecting their second child. So that's good news. Yeah, it's going to be another girl. So I'm getting another niece. Thank you, Becky, another niece. It is a wonderful news. I'm sure they will in time, Kim. Hi, wonderful life. So yeah, I like this. I think I need something that complements both these things in here, but not too dark. Wow, that's a long time. But you never know. Sometimes things happen that come along and things happen that are unexpected. I knew someone who was married 20 years and didn't have kids for about 15 years, and then they had another kid. So things happen when they're supposed to happen. This is cobalt green. These are Holbeins. I only have a set of 12 of them, and these are the pastel colors, so you don't even have to press hard on these to get pigmented. Becky, don't say something like that. That makes me feel bad. I don't want anybody to feel jealous when they come to the channel. These are the only ones. These are the only Holbeins I have. So as you can see, I've used them up quite a lot. This is mauve. I know, right? They are pretty. I remember when people were getting these, everybody wanted them. They were like the thing to get at the time. Just sharpening. This pencil sharpener is my favorite pencil sharpener, Becky, of all my pencil sharpeners. This is called the Swordfish, and I want to thank Color and Chat with Sammy because she's the one who really got them first, and then I saw how good they were. And I'll tell you something, guys. That sharpener, it sharpens my luminance. It sharpens these Holbeins. It sharpens every pencil I own. It even sharpens my Black Widows nicely. And it's funny because a lot of times when I'm sharpening my Black Widows, they don't always not with the Swordfish, but if I sharpen with anything other than the Swordfish for the Black Widows, they don't sharpen well. So this is an all-around good sharpener. It's funny to me because these were gifted to me, these 12. And in the time that I've gotten them, I've used them a lot. At some point, I know I'm going to probably buy either another set of the 12 pastel colors because I like them. or I'm going to be buy, or I will buy the full set at some point. I just don't know if I'm going to do that. And I recently, I was in the middle. I was actually in the middle of coloring something, and I ran out of my Tombow blue turquoise color. That's a nice set. Only thing, if I'm going to spend that much money on pencils, I'd rather buy the full set. Thank you very much. This is lavender blue. Really? I'm thinking maybe I'll get the pastel set made and just the pastel set because I like coloring with these colors. Like I really don't need. I probably don't need the other 100 set with all the sets I own because I can probably. Raquel, that's only a matter of time before they get approved in the U.S. and then they'll be open stock and then you can get what you want. I'm thinking about getting just the 50 pastel set because now you can get them on eBay too. Okay. That's back where it is. Everything has a place. I used to not be organized. But now I'm getting a little better at organization. It wasn't one of my. Bye, Kim. This color is Indian Red. This is a Lyra. Today is a pencil day. Thank you, May. A big hand to May, guys, because May gives us the links to things. May is fast with those links. That's why we love May, because she really knows links. Like, she is quick. And guys, thank you for all the thumbs up. That really helps us. Hold on, guys. I got a message from my computer. Just asking me if I wanted to update. And I said update later. I ordered it from Etsy, Becky. I think you can get it either from Coolcraft now. I think either Coolcraft or June has it over at 70 East Books. So, hi, Cali Girl Colors. What's your real name so we can call you by your real name? So, what color do I want to color that? That's sky blue. For some weird reason, I always like the color. And May is really good at everything. I color with markers, pencils. When I started, I was a pencil girl, and then I got into doing markers. So, Cali from Cal. Okay. This is sky blue. I mean, no, aquamarine. You know, sometimes you have an idea of where you're going to go with the picture, and then other times you don't. But, and I'm glad I got my lyras out because I don't really use them that much, and it's a shame because I really love them. The only thing about the lyras is there's not a whole lot of pinks in there. I don't really color fast. There are people who color much faster than me. I've seen them. But they do what's called speed videos. They're like skin tones and that's it. I'm like, but you know, that's Becky, you can always complement them with other colors from other brands. Like I do with my Prismas, my Lyras, with my Prismas, my Pablos. I know that Black Widow has a few skin tones. You can do that too. I also say play with the other sets that you have and see what works with what. And I'll even say this about the Archeress colored pencils. They're okay. I just wish they would have different colors in them. So, but my favorite stores. I was originally only going to color this in the Lyra colors, but then I realized, you know what? I need to use other colors because I don't have a whole lot of pinks in it. And for skin tone, I'm better at using my Prismas. But I took a risk today with the skin tone and added something that I don't normally add, which is I don't normally use the color Nectar. But I liked it because it made it warmer. Coloring should be fun. And when it stops being fun, you need to do something else. I really like this picture. And don't forget, guys, there's like tons of hashtags going on. I know. What is the one for pickle? Glitter for pickle, May? Where we do a picture with glitter on it, and we dedicate it to Pickle who loves glitter. Jody loves glitter. Thank you, May. Hi, Ashley. So this is what we did for this one. Now, I have another book that doesn't have as good of paper. So, what is June Jux? I'm not familiar with June Jux. I don't think I saw that video. I think that's in my videos. Now, here's another book. This is called Art Over Madness. This does not... I think I have that in my list of things to watch. You know how we all have those videos because we can't be always on the computer. You know, and sometimes I don't get to see a lot of people's streams because, you know, I work Monday to Thursday. So sometimes if people have like a 3 o'clock video or 4 o'clock video, you can't. I really like this, guys. This came out really nice. Now, I'm going to show you another book that isn't as well, but this is really good paper. So this is the book, guys. If you're wondering, I think there are a lot of flip throughs online of this. So I got this from Etsy. I think the seller that I bought it at the time was Colorful Birdhouse, but now I think June and Moon each have copies on their store. So if you can, I think the book is absolutely worth it. And this is some of the other stuff that I've done in the book with other pencils and other brands. This one was one that I did with Pablo's and no, I didn't have Pablo's at the time. I think I had Polychromos at the time. Yeah, Polychromos and Prismas. So, that one. The art is astonishing. Then I did this one, which is called Hollycocks, and I wanted different pinks in it to show you that. And I did this with Tomboy Ruritans, Pablo's, Prismas, and Polys, and Black Widows. I think there's a lot of different things you can do with this, so that is really good. Here's another book. It's not as Anne had this book for a while. See, you can see this is some of my early grayscale stuff. Some of this was done with pencil, and this one, it's one that I'll probably end up, because I don't know what I did with the skin tone and how I did the skin tone, I'll probably, because I don't like the way the hair came out, I don't know if I'm going to finish this book, or I don't know if I'll ever come back to this page, because I need to fix this, because I do not like the way I did the hair at all. So, and that's part of learning process when we start. This is what I did in marker. Not too happy with this one. This one I like better. This one was done in marker. You can tell the ones that were done partly in marker because they have the bleed through. Marker coloring is different than pencil coloring. Here's another one. I think I did this part in marker and part in pencil. These books have, everybody does something different with this book. I've seen people do this. And just because this is on less expensive paper doesn't mean it's any less good. This one I did all in pencil. Got a few pictures in this book. This one was done in marker. A lot of you know this picture because I think a couple of people have done this picture. So just saying that you can do a whole lot with grayscale. I'm trying to find my Bennett Klein book and I can't seem to find my Bennett Klein. So I might have to print that on better paper. I know I have a few images from some of the digital books. You see, this is really a good point. Like, if I tell people if they want a good starter grayscale book, I say go with this, or go with Nikki Burnett, or even go with Christine Karen, because their books are just stunningly beautiful. Oh man, I want to show you something. Now, as some of you know, Lovella has a challenge going on, so I did this from 50 Beautiful Mermaids. Now, May, the background, you'll laugh when you find out that this was all done in marker. The only thing that wasn't done in marker and was done with an aqua pen was the water. So I'm glad Erin started too, because I miss Erin. So I used the water pen for the background. So of course it's going to be a little crinkly. Becky, I remember my first things. I didn't actually learn to type on a computer first. I actually learned to type on an old typewriter. You know, those manual typewriters? Yeah. Look. This was the only part of it that was done in pencil. Was this part that wasn't the marker bound, but everything else. And this is bleed through marker paper, and it's not bleed through. Oh God, yes. You remember when you would have to put the typewriter in, and then if you messed up, you would have to do it all over again? So that is what I did for Lovella's Color Your Heart. This comes from 50 Beautiful Mermaids. So there are a lot of beautiful books out there, guys. So don't be afraid of grayscale. So this is where we're going to end the stream, guys. So, and these are the Lyra pencils in the full set. These are your blenders. These two pencils, I didn't know what these were for a long time, and these were my blenders. So, and then you see them in there. So, and then you have the rest of the pencils in here. So those are my Lyras. So guys, we'll see what we'll do tomorrow. Maybe we'll do something from the calendar tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming. Bye, everybody.